Welcome, bienvenue sur le plateau.
Merci, merci.
What are we talking about today?
Have you heard about the Mauritius Leaks?
Yes, but we'll need you.
I don't know everything, many things about that.
Yeah,
but
I have also heard about it.
You also heard?
Yeah.
Well, very well. That's why I'm here this morning to kind of summarize for you what's in the Mauritius Leaks.
All right.
Okay. Right. Let's go.
Hello, and thanks for joining me for a quick look at the latest developments here, business developments here in the Morning Call. I am Amelia Martha Nashtimbo. Now, on Tuesday this week, the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists released confidential documents showing how the position of Mauritius as a tax haven is detrimental, especially to its African neighbours. The files, now widely referred to as the Mauritius Leaks, show how the Indian Ocean island nation is enabling both global and local companies to cheat poorer African countries of tax revenue in millions of dollars. Now, the modus operandi of these companies and individuals is to set up shell companies in Mauritius, which means existing only on paper with no activity or staff physically on the ground, yet the companies benefit from the numerous tax treaties between Mauritius and other countries. Now, that's just in brief, and it sounds just fine. The problem is, just like any other offshore tax haven, Mauritius, according to the tax leaks, has departed from helping companies and individuals to avoid double taxation to completely avoiding taxation in their countries of operation. One such company is Miles 8, by a man who for decades held a reputation as arguably a sympathizer for African misfortunes. Bob Geldof is famed for organizing Live Aid in 1985, an unprecedented live music concert that drew the world's attention to famine in Sudan and Ethiopia. Now, that concert fetched $125 million in famine relief. Over 20 years later, the Mauritius Leaks now expose how Bob Geldof spends thousands of dollars on advice and services to reduce on his investments across the African continent. They include, some of his investments include a bank and a poultry company in Uganda, a beef processing and a wine company in Ethiopia. Now, the hundreds of thousands of leaked files from an offshore law firm known as Conyers, Deal and Pearman, in a document from 1998, an attorney from the firm is quoted to say that their typical clients would rather pay $10,000 in legal fees than pay half of the same amount in tax. Now, the other companies which are implicated in these files include Africa's largest telecommunications company, MTN Group, in Nigeria, South African Airways. And the release of these files may come as a breakthrough for the countries that for years have decried the unfairness of tax treaties with Mauritius. In fact, Senegal recently terminated its 17-year tax treaty with Port Louis. President Macky Sall mentioned that the country has lost about $256 million during the period. Now, the challenge with tax havens is not just tax avoidance, which cheats locals of revenue, but also the possible financing of illegal activities like trafficking. The last such kind of leak of confidential offshore documents was in 2017. Over 13 million files known as the Paradise Papers implicated hundreds of rich, powerful and influential figures around the world. From Queen Elizabeth II, close associates of the current American and Russian presidents, to music icons, sports celebrities, and then companies like Facebook, Twitter, Apple, mining giant Glencore, which has a heavy hand in the Democratic Republic of Congo. You might also remember the Panama Papers from 2015, whose release triggered mass protests globally and the resignation of implicated politicians like the Prime Ministers of Iceland and Pakistan. Now, it remains to be seen whether any action will be taken against individuals and companies exposed by the Mauritius Leaks. And that's the business this week here in Africa News and Africanews.com. I'm Amelia Martha Nashtimbo. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.